Let's do this pigmented wing liner look together. First, you want to start by setting that base for your liner. So you want to go in with a little bit of concealer just to set your eyelids first before applying the liner. Then I'm just going ahead to set that concealer I just applied using a translucent powder just to mattify that area. Now to give it a clean base, I'm going in with a bronzer, just a light amount of bronzer to apply all over that area just as a base before applying the liner. Now you want to get your liner. It could be a liquid liner, it could be a gel liner, just any type of liner. I'm using like a pencil liner here, which is easier to draw or to use. You want to draw out that wing first and outline the wing first, so that will be a base to applying your pigments. After applying the liner, you want to go in with your glitter glue. I'm using the e.l.f. glitter glue. You want to use a glitter glue that is easy to spread and easy to use. That's why I'm using this glitter glue, because it clears up and it's easy to spread and easy to use. So I'm just using a flat brush to tap that into my eyelid, that is the liner I already applied. This is what will grip the pigment onto the liner. So you want to make sure you don't apply too much so it doesn't cluster up when you're applying your pigment. I'm just tapping that gently onto the liner and I'm just trying to get it into all the corners it needs to get to, so the pigment will stay on those corners when I apply them. Next, I'll be going in with my pigment, a loose pigment to be precise. This is a loose pigment. I'm using the same brush I used to apply the glitter glue to also apply the pigment. So I just flipped it over and tapped it into the pigment. Dust off the excess. Make sure to always dust off the excess before you then tap into the eyelid. So I'm just going in tapping motion. I'm not dragging, I'm just tapping it directly to where I applied the glue. And this is why you should apply the glue in all the areas. So once you put the pigment in that area, the pigment just grips the glue and it stays there and lasts all day. Then once we're done with the pigments, it's going to be looking something like this. You can actually decide to leave it like this, but we're going to take it up a notch by applying a liner. I'm specific about the liner that has a tiny mouth. That will help in precision and it will just help you apply your liner precisely and make it a bit neater than using like a fat mouthed liner. So I'm just going to go around the edges of the liner we already created just to create this black line. But you really have to be careful in this application. You really have to be precise when doing this. And for easy application, do not use the body of the liner. Use the mouth as I'm doing here to apply it. That will just help it to be more precise and look neater. And lastly, we're just going to use our concealer and our concealer brush to clean up the edges of the liner so it looks neater. And once you're done, it should be giving you something like this. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one.